how will real estate impact my taxes? So real estate can impact your taxes by reducing your taxable income. If you're using real estate as an income if you're using real estate for income purposes, all of the income that you get, even outside of real estate, can be impacted by the real estate business that you have now added to your total income. So if I drive a car and I own a rental property, my car can be tax deductible. The mileage, the gas, all of those things can be deducted. If I have If I have a home and I have a home office where I write contracts, it could be tax deductible, and that percentage of that home will be calculated by the space that I use. If I have tools that I need to buy because I'm maintaining my house, I have all of these expenses that I'm paying, all these services that I'm paying, they can be tax deductible. If I have a house, the IRS allows me to depreciate the value of the building, not the land, over a span of 25, 27, 30 years, depending on what type of real estate property it is. So if I buy a single family house, that's $100,000, and the land is, 50 grand, that let me write 50 grand over the span of 27.5 years for residential property, so that I get to write a percentage of that over to reduce my tax liability. That's called a paper loss. A paper loss means that it's not a real loss, but I still write it off as a real loss because I own that property. Other impacts of taxes. So there's depreciation, there's the tax write-off, there is the expenses, there is the capital gain. Let's talk about capital gain. If I own a property and I sell the house, I get taxed short-term capital gain if I've owned the property less than 12 months. So fix and flip would get capital gain tax at 25% interest rate for short-term if they flip the house in less than 12 months. If they flip the house longer than 12 months, mean they held the rehab and the property over 12 months, the capital gain tax is 15% on long-term capital gain, 15%. That 15% also applies on investment properties that are held for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, or whatever. 15% capital gain long-term, 25% short-term. Capital gain is important. The other thing that I can take benefit on taxes, if I own a house, occupy the house, and I lived in it for 2 years out of 5 years, and I sell the property, I pay zero tax if my profit is less than 250 grand as a single person, or if it's less than $500,000 if I'm married. That's powerful. That is a big deal. If I own a house and I live in the house and I sell it and I make $250,000, zero tax on all of that profit of 250 grand. What does that mean? Well, it means that if you have an investment property and you're thinking about selling it, move in that investment property first. Live in there for 2 years, then sell it. And because it was your owner-occupied property for 2 years, zero tax. Don't sell it without moving in it. Because if 250 grand, 250 grand, 15% of that, well, it's a lot of money.